Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Today we're going to set up the production of level 3 modules. And I've decided to replace these active providers with passive. Because I don't see the point in transferring things from active providers to storage. I discussed this a little bit in the last episode. The reasons why. In a vanilla game, when you're dealing with, steel chests and things that fill up, when you're not using LTN to control how much material you receive, if you have a station that's receiving multiple items and the quantities aren't limited, then you need to use active providers so that the train can continue to unload. But in this case, that's not necessary. So this is for green circuits. So what I'd like to do is get the green circuits back in there. All right, so I'm going to disable the request. And I'll dump my stuff in there. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, let's remove those requests for modules. There we go. They were bringing me modules because I had an active request. Okay. There we go. All right, and then we'll do the same with the reds up here. Pick those up. Yeah, okay, go ahead. And then we'll get these. Oh, okay, and it looks like I triggered a delivery because I forgot to clear it. All right, well, not a big deal. All right, I can pick that up, and I don't have enough room to pick that up. All right, and then what I'm going to do is put the blue circuits in there, and then we can use this one for blue circuits as well. All right, so this will be red circuits, and then we can do blue circuits right here. And let's do 2 alphas. And this one will label with an R, and this one will label with a B. So we know that that's the level for red, that's the level for blue. And then we'll update the name. So this will be modules RC and BC. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of some of these and get rid of some of those. And then I should be able to pick this up. There we go. Okay. And then it's saying there's no, let me disable this. There's no station providing these yet because it's going to be a long time before we reach our threshold. In the meantime, I will pick up what blue circuits we have and I'll bring them over manually. There. Okay, so that way we'll be able to get started making some level 3s. Hopefully enough level 3s just to get that going. There. And I put the blue circuits with the red because these are going to be consumed in lower quantities. Actually, maybe they won't. Well, we'll see. Okay. So here we're making level 1s. So let's take a look here. So let's add... I mean, the recipes for the modules are all the same. For the level 3s, they take 5 red, 5 blue, and 5 speed module 2s. Yep. Yeah, it's the same for all 3 modules. All right, so we'll just calculate this for productivity 3s. So close that. So if we were going to build, I'm just trying to see what ratio of buildings we need. 1 to 3 to 5 is what we need. But that's being rounded. All right, 2 to 5 to 10. So let's set it up with a 2 to 5 to 10 ratio between level 1, level 2, and level 3. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so here we have 12. All right, so I'm going to remove... I'll just remove the last one. So I'll just empty those out. Okay. So that's 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, do we want this here? I suppose that would be okay, although... You know what, I think I want to redesign this because now that I don't necessarily need level 1 modules, I would rather just have these directly insert. All right, so let's get rid of this. I'll get rid of that. I'm going to change these to productivity modules because those are the ones I would... Oh no, sorry. These have to be level 1. Those are the ones I'd like to have first. Okay, and let me put a couple storage chests here. So that I can get rid of some of these items. Okay. And then I'll replace all these with, actually let's get rid of that. All right, and then I'm going to replace these with active providers so that they empty out. And then I'll move the substations over here. Okay. And then I can get rid of these. Okay. So now we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The question is, how do we feed 5 into 2? There's not really a good way to do that. We'll have to use bots for that. All right, so these are going to be productivity 2s. All right, let me grab some of these speed modules. Okay, I don't need that many. There we go. There we go. And then I can put a requester chest in between. And then I'll double the quantities here. So 22, 22, and 16. And I'm going to leave the requests for the level 1 modules in there so that they get taken out. Actually, these can probably be yellow inserters. Okay. So now the 2s are getting made. All right, and then these will be the level 3s. Let's see. Let me move that over. And I'm thinking we could just use belts. Oops. Okay, so there's the level 2s. I don't know where I want these yet, but I'll just put them here for now. And I'll remove the level 2s from the requests. And again, I'll double these quantities. So this is red 10, and this is blue 10, since one chest is feeding 2 machines. And then it would be nice if these were both outputting into the same machine, wouldn't it? There we go. Okay. So that's the proper ratio. We're being partly fed by bots, and you know, we could make the 2 to 3 bot based, but I'm happy with just using the belts, to be honest. I think that works just fine. Okay, and I can tell these to work only if level 1 modules are equal to 0. So that way I'll stop making more level 1 modules until I use up all the ones that I have here already. Yeah, and let me make these provider chests. That way I can take the junk out. And as long as there are no storage chests in this network, the bots won't pick up my junk for my trash slots. Okay. So I've already got 9 productivity module 3s. How we doing here? We're doing okay. We got 2,400. You know what? Now I remember why I used active providers. It's so the silos would be balanced. Because we're not necessarily going to pull from them in a balanced manner. That was the reason for that. Okay. Yeah, I think I should go back to doing that then. All right, so this is going to make the bots really busy again. Yeah, because my concern is that if they all pull from the same couple of chests or the same couple of silos, that as the trains keep coming, one or more of the silos might continue to get full. Maybe I'm being needlessly concerned about it. But anyway, we'll go back to doing it this way. That's fine. I think we could use some more bots here, though. Especially when the train unloads. But we'll see how it goes. I won't add more bots yet. We'll continue to watch it, and then we'll add more if it seems like we really need it. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to start putting productivity 3 modules in here. Now the reason you want to replace these is because if you look at the crafting speed, it's 2.5 with productivity 3s, and it's 2.5 with productivity 1s. So the nice thing about productivity modules is that the speed penalty doesn't increase as you get the higher productivity levels. All right, so now we've got a 40% productivity boost, which means every 2 point something cycles, we get a free blue circuit. All right, so for now, I'm going to leave it making productivity modules because I need those more than I need the others. And in fact, we could even double this. Or we could put beacons. I think it'd be better to put beacons on it. So let's do that. I'm just going to move these back by 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think that's the right place. And then this is going to have to... Let's see. Yeah, I think I need to do this. Okay, now if I put these in a column, all right, let me pick this up. Okay. All right. And then I'll put a requester chest here for speed module 1s. No, that's not a good place for it. Awesome. All right, so that's 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2. All right, so these are productivity 2s, and these are productivity 3s. Speed loaded. All right. Whoops. All right, so here I'll put the productivity 1s that I have. The 2s I'll put in there. And the 3s I'm going to keep. Let me make a little change here. Move that down. Yeah, it's going on the same side of the belt. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm going to change the offset to go to the other side of the belt. There we go. That way these are all going on the outside of the belt. No, this is fine. Okay. Yeah, and then the level 2s are going to come down here. Like that. All right, so it's level 2, level 2. Level 2, and level 3. Oops. All right. And the reason I'm putting all these in a column like this, instead of having three different sections, is that by having them in a column, I can just have 2 lines of the beacons. And I think ultimately we'll use fewer total modules to run this setup. All right, so this is going on every second one. There we go. And then eventually I'll get more beacons and I'll put them on this side. And then this requester chest, okay, now I remember why I wanted them on that side. Because these need to get down to all of them. All the level 2s at least. And then the outputs. Okay. Here we go. All right, and then the outputs, I need to go on the near side. All right, so we'll have level 1s on this side, and we'll have level 2s on the inside. And the 2s will come down to feed these guys. All right, and then we put our requester chests to pull in the circuits. All right, and we can remove. Okay, yeah, I don't need this. And I don't need that because I can pick up those modules with the logistics request. I didn't think about that. All right. Okay, so now we just need an output for the level 3s. Since those are the ones I'm going to be most interested in. Okay, and I'm not going to cap this at all right now. I'm just going to let it run until it's finished. All right, and then we can put another row of speed beacons on this side. And we're going to start using up a lot of power now, which is good. Okay, so now I got 22 modules. So let's go put those in over here. And then we'll go get some more. We'll go get some more beacons from the main base so we can finish lining that production line. Looks like I'm starting to run low on plates with all these circuits being made. Okay. This is rather slow, isn't it? Alright. Well, when we upgrade the modules, we'll be doing a lot better. Alright, let's pick these up. It's still rather slow, even with all the beacons and everything. Let's see. Alright. So looks like we just need 2 more. And then we'll have full productivity bonus on the blue circuits. There. And then we can start upgrading speed as well. But I'll wait until we have at least a few hundred productivity modules before we start adding speed modules to the production. But just because I don't want to, I'd rather have the productivity modules and get the speed later. Okay. Looks good. All right, we're running low on blues. So let me go and again, I'll just manually pick up some blue circuits and bring them over here. All right, that's a pretty healthy amount. How many do we have now? 6,300. All right, that should last for a little while. Okay. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't copy this right now. If we look at our production stats, we're making, oh no, those are 2s. Yeah, we're only making 7 or 8 a minute, which is not very quick. So let's make another one of these. Let's see if we can speed that up a bit. Okay, and I'll grab some speed modules, get those put in. Okay, they're all in the bot network. Let's add a few more robo ports. Let's see, just so we get consistent spacing here. Well, 2 more. There we go. All right, so maybe I should limit these. Let's limit it to 3,000. No, let's say 1,000 for now. Okay. And then I can just put in a request for productivity modules. Let's say 200. And then whenever I come over here, they'll bring them to me. All right, no copper plate, huh? Wow. Okay, I guess it would be good to put modules in those pretty soon. Well, and like I said before, we'll start at the top of the chain and work our way down. So we've got productivity modules in the blue circuits. So the next thing I would put them in are the red circuits over here. Actually, I'll just click these one at a time. There we go. And then after red circuits are done, we'll do green circuits, we'll do refining, plastic, and then the last thing that we'll upgrade with the level 3 modules are the smelting lines. Okay, let's see how blue circuits are doing now. Okay, we're making them at a pretty good rate. But yeah, it's green circuits are having a hard time keeping up right now. Okay, well, that's going to do it for today. I'm going to let this continue to run, and I'll be upgrading modules. I think I'll go back to the main base and collect whatever level 1 modules I have there. I think there are some in storage back in the starter base, so I'll get those out of there. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this area is going to take a lot of them. But, by having these productivity modules, this will then, for the same amount of output, it will consume less plastic, less green circuit, less copper plate, which will make it easier downstream, and then we add more productivity modules. So the productivity bonuses just start to stack one upon another as you work your way through the whole production chain until, eventually the amount of copper that it takes to make a blue circuit, for example, is, probably reduced at least by half, if not more, just because there are so many other steps of the chain that use copper. So, all right, well, that'll do it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.